My wife messaged, "I'm done with this marriage, talk only through my attorney." I responded, "Got it." Then I cut off her credit cards and all financial support. 3 days later, her lawyer was desperately calling me. Original post. I, a 42-year-old man, am still reeling, mostly just functioning on instinct. It feels oddly serene. 3 days ago, Tuesday afternoon, buried in work reports, my phone pinged. My wife, Claire, 39, sent a curt, devastating text. Claire. Daniel, I want a divorce. All future contact goes through my lawyer, Mr. Thompson. His details are coming. 15 years of marriage, ended by a text. No heads up. We'd had dinner the previous night, discussed weekend plans, routine, no hint of this. I stared at the message for maybe 5 minutes. Shock, pain, rage, yes, all simmering beneath. But on the surface, icy clarity. She set the rules, lawyers only. Fine. My reply, got it. Then logic kicked in. Legal channels meant our informal marriage agreements were void. We'd always kept everyday finances separate, a lesson from my parents' ugly divorce. She had her account, I had mine. Credit cards. Claire used supplementary cards on my accounts, not joint, just authorized user status I'd granted. I logged into my banking apps. Click. Cards deactivated. User status revoked. Done. Allowance. I sent her a monthly transfer for personal spending. Logged into my bank, stopped the recurring payment, effective immediately. Shared subscriptions, Netflix, Hulu, and the like, were in my name. Logged out all other devices, changed passwords. If she wants streaming, she pays for it. Car. Her car was leased under my name, my insurance. I didn't cancel insurance yet, too risky for others on the road, but flagged the lease transfer for my lawyer to handle soon. Gas card linked to a canceled credit card? Useless now. Took about 30 minutes. Not vengeance, just adapting to the new terms she laid out. She drew the line. Lawyers only. Okay. Lawyers deal in formal agreements, not assumptions from a marriage she just ended. Her lawyer's contact came via email an hour later. I forwarded it to Ms. Harper, a top divorce attorney recommended by a co-worker. Emailed Ms. Harper. Received text demanding divorce, lawyers only communication. Complied. Need urgent advice on next steps, asset protection, retainer details. Finished my work. Went home. The house was empty. She must have packed while I was out. Slept fine, oddly enough. Fast forward 72 hours. Friday afternoon. Unknown number calls. I had a hunch. Hello? Is this Daniel? Last name? A sharp, urgent voice. Speaking. This is Mr. Thompson, representing Claire, last name. My client is facing issues. Okay? I kept my tone even. Her cards were declined. Funds cut off suddenly. Highly unusual, Mr. Last name. Mr. Thompson, I said calmly. My wife texted Tuesday demanding a divorce, insisting all contact go through you. I complied. Informal financial arrangements ended. Future support requires legal discussion, through you and my counsel, Ms. Harper, whom I'm retaining. Pause. Papers rustling. She needs funds now, essentials. Housing. Housing? Genuine surprise. Where is she? That's irrelevant. You acted in bad faith, cutting her off without notice. Mr. Thompson, my voice colder, my wife unilaterally ended our marriage via text and set the lawyers only rule. She broke the trust and communication status quo. Financial support will be settled legally, not through panicked calls over declined cards she didn't own. Longer pause. My client seeks emergency financial relief, he said stiffly. Her right, I replied. File with my attorney, Ms. Harper. You have her contact? Yes, he snapped. Great, per my wife's directive. Conversation over. Goodbye. Hung up. Heart racing now. Adrenaline surged. But also vindication. She wanted cold and legal. She's got it. Awaiting Ms. Harper's call. This is just the beginning. Update 1. 1 week later. A week since the text. Things escalated as predicted. Thanks for the comments and messages. Reassuring to know I'm not crazy. Ms. Harper responded the same day Mr. Thompson called. She's sharp, confirmed my actions made sense given Claire's text. Her advice: document everything. Mr. Thompson's first move hit Monday, a formal request for emergency temporary spousal support and exclusive use of the marital home she'd already left. Laughable. The amount? Outrageous. She wanted me to bankroll her former lifestyle, new housing, and legal fees. Entitlement level, off the charts. Ms. Harper countered with a lower support amount based on actual needs, not desires, noting Claire abandoned the home I still live in and highlighting her lawyer's only demand as the trigger for my actions. Then came the personal attacks. Claire's best friend, Megan, called Wednesday night. I answered, hoping for insight. Mistake. Daniel, what the hell? No greeting. Megan? I said wearily. Don't play innocent. Claire's crashing on my couch. You cut her off. She couldn't buy food. You're making her homeless. Megan, Claire demanded a divorce via text, lawyers only. I followed her rules. Nonsense. You know she barely works. How's she supposed to survive? She's scared. Claire's part-time freelance design work brings in $1,000 a month. It was pocket money before. She hired a lawyer before talking to me, I said. Financials go through him and my lawyer, as she wanted. Cruel, vicious, after 15 years. She was emotional, made a mistake. Demanding lawyers only is a precise mistake, Megan. Was hiring Mr. Thompson a mistake too? Silence. She deserves support. You always provided for her. And I'd have discussed things civilly if she hadn't ended the marriage by text and lawyered up. She set the terms. We follow them. She'll take everything, Megan hissed. She can try, I said evenly. Legally filed? My attorney handles it. Done talking. Click. So, I'm the villain for following orders. Claire's spinning a pure victim narrative. Got a bank alert yesterday. Someone tried withdrawing from an old, forgotten joint savings account with about $500 left, not part of our active finances. Claire apparently dug up the debit card and tried to empty it. Bank flagged the unusual activity. I went in, explained the pending divorce, and froze the account pending legal agreement. Not about the $500. It's her trying back channels while her lawyer accuses me of bad faith. Ms. Harper says this strengthens our case, showing Claire's not just waiting passively, but actively dodging her own process. Awaiting the emergency support hearing date. Claire's still on Megan's couch. Mr. Thompson must see his client expected a blank check. That's not how this works. Less shock now, more steely resolve. This will be rough. Update 2. 3 weeks later. Things got messier as expected. Emergency support hearing was last week. Claire was there, looking frazzled, avoiding eye contact. Mr. Thompson argued she was broke, a victim of my malicious cuts. Ms. Harper calmly presented, the text proving Claire initiated lawyers only. Bank records showing I canceled supplementary cards and allowance post-text. Proof I still paid the mortgage, utilities, car lease, and insurance. Evidence of Claire's attempt to drain the forgotten joint account. Her part-time income showing she wasn't destitute, just missing discretionary cash. The judge wasn't buying Mr. Thompson's theatrics, asking Claire why she didn't discuss it first. She muttered, felt overwhelmed. I'm not overwhelming. The judge looked doubtful. Outcome, temporary support ordered, far closer to our number than theirs, enough for necessities and partial legal fees, but not her old lifestyle. The judge noted her text and account-draining attempt contributed to her situation. Bullet dodged, but they weren't done. This week, the dirty trick started. Trick 1, a call from HR, anonymous complaint alleging I misused company resources for personal legal matters and acted erratically. False. I used personal devices and email only. My boss knows me. HR checked logs, found nothing. Quick talk with me, explained the basics, case closed. Obvious attempt to jeopardize my job. Low blow. Ms. Harper noted it. Hard to prove the source, but it adds to the pattern. Trick 2. Claire's mom called, sobbing, accusing me of ruining Claire's life, claiming the judge was unfair, demanding more money. Think of the years she gave you. Same reply. Claire chose this path. Financials go through lawyers, as she demanded, can't discuss. Called me cold, hung up, relentless guilt trips. They thought I'd keep paying indefinitely. My response, staying logical under pressure. Reacting wasn't enough. I needed to secure my position legally and block manipulation routes, all by the book. The car. Ms. Harper sent Mr. Thompson a letter. With temporary support set, Claire must handle the car, take over the lease if qualified, or return it. I stop payments next cycle. Insurance, which I'd kept active, ends concurrently. 30 days to solve her issue, within her legal framework. The house, filed for exclusive use since she left, and the judge didn't grant it to her. Started valuation for a sale or buyout. Buyout's unlikely given her finances. Securing legal control. Asset division. Pushing for full financial disclosure. Suspect she's hiding assets. Transparency's legally required. Hiding anything means court trouble. Documenting harassment. Logged every manipulative call, the work complaint, dates, times, summaries. Ms. Harper says this bad faith pattern impacts final settlement and legal fees. Not about revenge, about managing the situation within her established legal boundaries, especially with their underhanded tactics. The work complaint crossed a line, making firm legal steps critical. Claire texted me directly yesterday, breaking her own rule. Daniel, you can't take the car. How will I get around? Stop this. Screenshotted, sent to Ms. Harper, replied, Claire, per your directive, date. All contact via lawyers. Reach out to Mr. Thompson's silence. Final update, 6 months later, 7 months since the text. Divorce finalized last month. Feels like a lifetime ago. Time for the last update. The past 6 months were a legal slog. Mr. Thompson stalled. Claire played the victim, rejected fair offers. The car, a major battle. She couldn't qualify for the lease takeover, refused to return it. Mr. Thompson argued necessity. Ms. Harper countered that temporary support covers basic transport. Deadline passed. I stopped payments. Leasing company repossessed the car from Megan's place. Frantic calls from Megan and Claire's mom followed. Ignored. Forwarded to Ms. Harper. Claire was livid but legally trapped by her inaction. The house, secured exclusive use order, sold it quickly. Equity held in escrow pending division. Claire fought for a bigger share, claiming financial hardship. Financial disclosure was the kicker. We pushed hard. Claire had to reveal a separate savings account with parental contributions and inherited stocks she forgot. Not massive, but more than the $500 in the forgotten joint account. Mr. Thompson claimed separate property. Ms. Harper proved commingling with marital funds kept them untouched. The anonymous work complaint. No direct proof, but the judge noted its timing in final proceedings, adding to Claire's bad faith pattern. No damages, but it helped our case. Final settlement. Reached just before a contested trial. The judge hinted impatience with Claire's tactics in pre-trial talks, signaling a worse outcome and potential liability for my fees. She settled. Assets. House equity split nearly 50-50, slightly favoring me due to her hidden assets. Stocks divided as marital property. She kept her small personal savings. Spousal support. 2 years, rehabilitative, far less than she wanted. Enough for transition, not her old lifestyle, tied to her efforts to become self-sufficient. Legal fees, each paid our own. A win, avoiding a fight for her to cover mine. Aftermath. Claire's in a modest apartment, working more hours, griping about money, heard indirectly. Megan pulled back after Claire became a burden. Parents likely still help. Remorse? Apology? None. She seems stunned I didn't just fund her post-divorce life. The entitlement is deep. She thought her lifestyle was guaranteed. Me? It was a tough 7 months, costly, stressful. But I'm good. Better, even. The peace from closing this chapter is immense. Kept my job, integrity, fair asset share. Learned I can handle crises methodically. Hitting the gym, reconnecting with friends Claire didn't like, enjoying my quiet home. No dramatic revenge, just the steady, grinding consequences of her choices meeting calculated legal resistance. She wanted formal and legal. She got it, with all the cold financial reality. That's enough satisfaction. Thanks for the space to process. It helped. Moving forward now.